Okay, right, we are recording.
Sick.
Okay, so for the first bit we can stay here.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Again, apologies, we're a little bit later than what we'd have liked.
Castro has done us.
Honestly, I mean, me like it, Picasso, but it looks great, but there's been a lot of measuring to do. There's obviously a 55-inch line, a 60-inch line, a 10-inch line that could only be 30 inches wide, another line that's got to be 5 foot from there, and another line that's got to be 5 foot from there. We've done all that, so you don't need to worry about it. Just make sure that you're in the right place at the right time. But yes, so we're all marked up. It's all good.
It looks ace.
It does look good. So we've gone for 6 lanes again, because obviously there's 6 of you. What we've done, can I just pull you out the way a little bit? What we've done, obviously we've spread out across the 8 wall walk plastics, if you like. So it does mean, as I put on the earlier post, there's nowhere to practice in warm-up. Warm-up's going to still be on that side of the room, so there'll be, Paul's written a warm-up that's on beyond the whiteboard already. There'll be warm-up space over there to go and do your warm-ups, but there's nowhere to practice wall walks whilst this is all going on. If you want to practice wall walks, then you can obviously jump in before your heat or the heat before your heat and have a go when the guys have finished. You don't want to be practicing them too much anyway.
No.
You don't want to be blowing your shoulders out. But if you just want a rough idea of like how the markings are, it's very similar to what we've done in previous Opens and what we've done in the class. Obviously, we've just not got to mess around with plates and maps and everything else because the tape lines are there ready. So yeah, if you need to have practice against the wall, then you'll have to do that in between the heats. But we've done that so that you've got your own plastic board and that you've got plenty of space for a barbell, because last night was really tight with the guys on top of each other with a barbell and people dropping cleans and stuff. We didn't like it. So we've given you a bit more space at the cost of not having a bit of plastic to practice on in warm-up, which I think is the right thing to do.
It's the right thing. Like you said, you don't want to be practicing too much.
No, exactly. So the lanes will be marked out. We've kind of gone 2 together, miss 1. The rowers have to be 5 foot away from the barbell, which means you can't see it too well on here because we haven't got a bloody fisheye lens. But the rowers are currently sat in the rig. Okay, now we've checked them and there is plenty of room. Even the tight one, like the one where Paul stood there, is quite narrow. Even with him, who's got quite a wide pull, he's not getting the rig. If you are concerned that you're going to hit the rig and or you don't like it, it messes with your feng shui, you can move the rower, but you can only move it that direction. You know, the white line is where the barbell can't be passing and the rig is the 5 foot marker. So if you don't like your rower there, by all means move it that way for your heat. It just can't come any more this way. We're doing the best we can, folks. We're doing the best we can.
This is what we've got.
This is what we've got. So I mean, I think it's fine. It should work fine. You know, you shouldn't be smacking the rig, but if that is a concern, you can move your rower. That's fine. Again, we've tried to give you as much space as possible. For the ones that look closer together, again, I don't know if you're going to pick this up on camera. We've done it so that there's 2 wall walks together, but then there's a gap either side. So that will help judges as well. So if I use lanes 3 and 4, for example, hopefully the judge in lane 4 will stand here, because then there's plenty of room to see their athlete. Obviously, when you're doing wall walks, you'll be down that end. But you can see their athlete with their barbell, and then it'll be a case of you could be here to see the row screen. Am I off lens now?
Just off lens.
But yeah,
the next one along you can
here.
see.
And then the person that's in lane 3, the judge in lane 3, will stand on this side. So they'll be able to see all their barbell work here, and then they'll be able to see the rower screen here. So we've left a bit of space, again, either side, so that the judges can move a bit more freely. The lane markers are here, so again, if the judges can kind of keep to their lane as well. Be careful, if you're stood here counting someone's deadlifts, you're not backing up into the lane behind you, or snatches or cleans for that matter.
Yeah, you want to be stood to the side anyway, don't
Yes,
you?
ideally you should be stood about 45 degrees so you can get a good view of the movement standards anyway. Okay, so that's a little bit of like housekeeping and why we've done some of the stuff that we've done, so you don't come in and go, why have you done that? That's why, okay?
It'll make it for a good like beginning and end anyway, with the people on the rowers there and the crowd being in front of them.
Exactly. So yes, so the rowers are all facing out towards the crowd as well, which would make for easy getting on the rower. I mean, you're only getting on the rower twice, hopefully.
Hopefully twice.
Hopefully you're getting on the rower twice. I won't be making it to that second row, but hopefully you'll be getting on the row twice. We've set it up facing that way, so it's just a case of you come off, you're on your row, etc. Right, so flow.
Flow.
Again, we'll go through the standards in more detail shortly. We're just going to go through the flow, how it's all going to work, etc., etc., and then we'll come back to the actual standardy stuff. So, before the workout, everyone will be facing the wall behind the blue and pink lines. Now, I know blue and pink is very sexist or whatever, but it was just easier. Everyone knows that blue's for boys, pink's for girls, as sexist as it is. It just makes it easier for hand placement and stuff.
And so you can see it.
And so you can see it. Because, you know, if we've put 3 more white lines down, it's going to be confusing as hell. So yes, we know we have gone for the stereotypically sexist pink and blue lines, but it is what it is. It'll make sense.
I think it looks good.
It does. So at 3, 2, 1, you're going to be stood behind your respective blue and pink lines, facing the wall. Okay? And then from there, you will go into your wall walks before you do them. So your first movement will be 5 wall walks. So you'll do 5 wall walks. The judge takes a time after every set of wall walks, okay? There is a tie break time after every set of wall walks. It's all written on the sheet so the judges know. So again, own stopwatches will probably be useful for this one, just in case you're not in a good position to see the clock or someone stood in front of you. So 5 wall walks, then you take a tie break time, and then that's when the athletes will make their way to doing their row. 50-calorie row for boys and for girls, for RX and for scaled. The monitor should already be on 0. Don't start pressing a load of buttons. We're going to check all the we're going to check all the rowers, we're going to tighten up all the screws, we're going to give them a quick wipe down. The monitors will all be good. Hopefully there'll be enough people in the crowd that can just check that your row's ready to go anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't just start pressing loads of buttons and say, oh, it's not working.
Athletes, do not touch it.
Just leave it. As soon as you start pulling, it will go. And like I say, we're checking all the rowers before we go. So after your 50-calorie row, you'll then make your way back to the wall where you'll do your next set of wall walks, 5 wall walks, tie break time. Okay, after your wall walks, you're onto your deadlifts. Deadlifts needs to be done in this box here. All of the weight stuff needs to be done in this box. Okay, if your barbell starts drifting, it's your responsibility to bring it in. Yeah, we don't want to start no-repping people just because they've gone out of the line, but you do need to be conscious. It's for safety as well.
It's for safety.
So you've got 25 deadlifts to be done here. After your 25 deadlifts, guess what? It's back to the wall. You're going to do 5 more wall walks. Again, tie break time. After your wall walk, while your wall walks are being done, hopefully that should give us enough time. We're going to need some fast pit crew again. The barbells will be changed. Again, hopefully we'll have some good pit. The pit crew last week were mega.
Oh, they were mega.
It was so good. It was so good. The pit crew were really good. We've got tighter time frames, obviously, because it's the time it takes someone to do 5 wall walks. I mean, that's 2 business days for me. For Paul to do 5 wall walks, that's quite quick. So, but we'll have all the plates out ready so that the pit crew can come in and change the plates and move on. All the weights will be out again for conversions and stuff, and we've got plenty of fractionals to make it easier this week again, so that's good. So yes, so after you've done your 5 wall walks, tie break time, it's on to your 25 cleans at whatever that weight is. So do your cleans. Back to 5 more wall walks. It's a lot of running around. This is cardio in between the stations, isn't it? So 5 wall walks, tie break time again, on to 25 snatches. So you do your 25 snatches, again, by which point, hopefully the team have changed your weights. Back to 5 more wall walks. That's your last set of wall walks. Another tie break time before you're off to your rower to do your 50-calorie row. And again, hopefully, well, someone will have reset your rower by that time. No one's getting there in the 2 minutes it takes for a rower to not reset. No. So, but yeah, don't start messing around with resetting rowers and stuff like that. That should all be taken care of. So that's the flow of the workout. It's a 20-minute time cap, so it's a longer workout this time. This is the longest one that we've had. So it's 20 minutes. It doesn't give the pit crew a lot of time in between as well, so we are going to need all hands on deck after each heat to reset the bars. As I put on the message this morning, on the Facebook post this morning, if you can try and make sure you give us your RX or scaled so that I can write it on the board. Thank you those that have done on Facebook already, because that really does help us out. When you come in, if you've not given it already, when you come in, make sure you let us know RX or scaled. It just helps us get the right weight bar for you to start with. The last thing you want to do is come on, scaled female, and there's an RX bar sat there. Yeah? It's still your responsibility. We will help you, but it's your responsibility as the athlete to make sure that you're using the right equipment. Yep. We're here to help, but the onus is on you to make sure you've got your right stuff. Cool. So that's the flow. Again, if you can help get your own pit crew, that's handy. Just because it is, just if you've got an allocated someone that's going to change your bars, that's good. It saves us running around. We made it work last time. I mean, I was running around in between, you were running around between. We'll do our best to help with the plate changes. Don't ask the judge to do it. The judge is busy. You want them doing their job of counting and stuff.
Absolutely.
So don't expect your judge to be doing your weight changes again. Cool. Is that everything on flow and stuff?
That's everything on the flow.
Do you want to move forward a bit more?
Yeah,
so that we can, mind you, we need to see
we need
there.
to see
see there.
walks.
We need to
Do you
see
want me to do the wall
walks.
walks here first?
Yeah, let's do the wall. We'll do the wall walk standards over here so that you can see the bar. So we can see the lines. Da, da, da. Charge extra for that. Right, okay. So obviously your first set of wall walks you're going to be starting behind here. Each set the rep starts with you lying down on the floor. Okay, so we'll do RX first and then we'll go back to scaled. So Paul is a boy. So he starts with his fingers touching the blue line. Now it's any part, like little tips of your fingers is fine. It could be full palms or whatever, but that his hands, at some portion of his hand, need to be on that blue line before he starts. Okay, from there, he's going to make his way up to the wall. Our suggestion is always a downward dog and then legs up. His hands need to stay put until both feet are on the wall. Once both feet are on the wall, only then can he start moving his hands, okay? He'll move his hands all the way until they touch the white line. Again, any part of the white line, any part of the hand, sorry, on the white line, but it can't be too wide. So that's good. So, yep, and then scroll back down until his hands touch the blue again, and then his feet can come down. Okay, that's one rep on the wall walk. And then the next one will start. You've got to make sure that the starts and finishes with you lying all the way on the floor, chest and thighs touching the floor, hands touching the blue. For girls, it's exactly the same, but you're going to start on the pink line. So again, any part of your hand touches the pink line, you walk your hands all the way back to the white. Some part of your hand, even just the very heel of your hand. But judges, get down here, make sure some of their hand is in contact with that white line, okay? It can't be too wide either. So I'll do no reps in a bit. So, and then back out again. Hands touching the pink, and then the feet can come down. Good, okay. So that is good reps, that's RX, okay. Do you want to just, can you just do 2 like you would normally, and I'll do them? Yeah, so. Paul's obviously starts, he's going to start, his hands are touching. I would normally, as a judge, watch, yep, and then they know to drop. Okay, just a couple of yep, So there's a lot of yeps, but then they know that they've hit the standard. Don't kind of like wait for them to like start moving their hands away and go, no, it's really hard. As an athlete, you know when you get that sticky point and you know you've got an extra half an inch, you know you're going to have to try and push it back. If you've got someone just say, waiting for that call to say yes, then you know you're there. But as soon as they say, yep, that's it, that's your cue to go.
If they're slow and waiting too long, it just kills you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So things to look for from judging and for athletes is moving your hands. Try not to kill you because obviously you're doing this workout yourself. So Paul obviously starts with his hands on the line. And then if you can do me a bad one. So feet go up. Right, his hands have got, no, back to the beginning. He moved his hands before both of his feet were on the wall. So you can't do that. Can you just walk back and then not go all the way? Yeah. Okay, so yes. So that yes was his cue to move. No, you need to go back to the white line. So he can go back. No, bit more. Yes, good. Yes. So it is just those little cues that do help, certainly for the athlete as well, just that they know what to go. I know you like when I kind of tell you that it's good for your feet to move. So if you once the hands are in position, both feet are on the wall, yep, that's the yep, meaning that you can move, okay? It's really helpful for the athletes because sometimes you think you're there and you're not. Okay. So I think that's good and bad for wall walks. Obviously, it's just all about hands touching lines, etc.
Make sure you get your hand on the line on the way back.
Yes, exactly. On the way back before your feet come back down. Good. Right.
And I've seen quite a lot in the class is on their last rep, getting their hands on the tape and then getting up.
Yeah, you've got to make sure like the end of the start and the end of the rep is lying fully down, chest, thighs touching the ground like a burpee. You've got to make sure you get all the way down. Don't make your hands and then like feet up, go. You've got to lie down all the way, okay? So, good. Right then, scaled then for the wall walks. Arguably harder, especially for a shorties, So there's no measuring in terms of like shoulders and stuff, that they got rid of that. Now it's just a case of it's pink line. Okay, so pink is for all scaled. Scale boys, scale girls will all use the pink line. So if you're a short girl, this is especially hard. A short boy for that matter. Okay, so this time, hopefully you can see this on the video, but you can be able to see it a bit more. This time, you're lying on the ground and your hands have got to be clear this side of the pink tape. So hopefully you can see. So Paul's hands are not in contact with the pink tape at all at the start of the rep. No, you can't even like literally, no good. Hands need to, so you've got to make sure that they're in position. Okay, so you can see the mat, yeah. Okay, so from there, again, if you come down as a judge, you can kind of see at this level. So, yeah, so from there, hands stay still until the feet are on the wall. Once both feet are on the wall, then you can move your hands. Yep. So hands need to, and they need to be completely clear. So again, completely past the pink. Not even like thumb can't be touching. It's got to all become clear. Yep. And then again, hands start moving. Once hands are past, feet come down. Yep. Lay all the way down again. Yep, good. One rep, okay? One good rep. So with this one, it is literally just about clearing the line. You've got to make sure at the start of the end, no part of the hand is in contact with the tape at all. Even like itty bitty fingers, little bit of heel, you need to be fully clear, okay? And again, you can't move your hand. So can you just do a no rep start, a false start?
Like a shuffle.
Yeah, so Paul's hands are there. So look, he's moved his hand, no, sorry, start again, hands behind the line. Hands in front of the line, that's it, yep, yep. No, hands in front of the line, that's it, good, yep. Yes, good. Nice. More, yeah, good. There we go.
And that's what it'll be.
That's what it'll be. And again, when you get into like the second, third, I mean even the first round, it's hard. The scaled wall walk is hard. Those first few rounds even, it's a hard movement, again, especially for shorties. There's a lot of shoulder strain on there.
The athletes will be pleading with you as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, again, we say it every time, your role as a judge is not to be, you know, if you're being horrible to one person, that means you're being fair to everybody else, okay? I know sometimes you see them struggling, you're like, oh, God, yeah, that was close enough. No close enough. It's quite clear, you know. We spent 2 hours putting this tape on. Make it worth it. So, yeah, I think that's it on wall walks.
I think so, on the wall walks. Should we go barbell?
Perfect, yeah, we're going to bring the barbell down just to make it easier. Just on the scale wall walks as well, because sometimes we get asked this, do we need to move our feet? No. If you can get your hands on the wall and your feet on the wall and you don't need to move them, you can literally, both feet on the wall. I don't know if you can show us. Yeah. Sorry. We should be able to get in from there. Okay, so Paul's got his hands past the pink line, feet up. Right, so his feet stay still. He's not moving his feet at all. His hands are past. Good. That was hard for you, isn't it? Not quite so long. But yeah, you don't need to move your feet. Like in the RX wall walk, when you have to walk your feet back, you don't have to move your feet. If you're blessed enough to be able to like do it without moving your feet, bonus. You know, absolutely do that. Cool. Right then. So just on the barbell standards then. So the first movement is deadlift.
Side on.
I mean, it's risky with you, isn't it? But yeah. So again, the deadlift starts with the bar on the ground. Everyone will be, even the scaled ones will have a full bar on the ground, won't they? Yeah, that'll become important for scaled power clean at snatch. So we'll have our barbells that way round for the workout, so that you know it just gives people space. But deadlift starts with the bar on the ground, all the way up, and all the way down. One rep. Okay. Key things to look for is making sure that the legs are at full extension when we come to the top, and also the shoulders are behind the plane of the bar. Sometimes people try and scrimp it by not getting all the way up. Can you do not getting all the way up? These are things to look for. If they start doing this, and again, it's high volume, and for some people not very heavy weight, if the people are trying to go quick, You know, all the way up, stand all the way up. No, yep, 1. No, stand all the way up. Yep, 2, 3, 4. No, all the way up. 4, yep, good. 5, okay, rest it there. So you just need to make sure the deadlifts, the key thing is standing all the way up, and shoulders should be behind the bar at that point. Looking for a full extension, ankle, knees, hips. Hips through is a quick one to say, you know, hips through, that's a quick one to say.
Some of them look down at the bar, so it looks like they stood all the way up, but they're like this.
Yeah, okay, good. That's it on deadlifts. Also look for them smashing the bar. I don't see anyone in our classes ever doing this, but one is like bouncing off the floor. You've got to make sure that your arms are like straight at the bottom as well. So, yeah, good, straight all the way through. Good, that's it for deadlifts. Now, if we say not to coach, so leave that for us, these are heavy deadlifts. And we've had it in opens before where Paul or I or one of the other coaches might spot someone that's perhaps jeopardising their future spinal health for these deadlifts. If we see that as coaches, we will do that. As a judge, don't kind of like tell them like, oh, watch your back, you know. We will try and observe that. You're just there to make sure that they're doing the right reps, doing the right standard, so standing all the way up, etc. But we'll keep an eye on that. We had it last year. I think we did have to stop 1 or 2 people on the heavy deadlifts.
Yeah, if we see it safety, we'll, even though it's said not to.
Yes, okay, that'll be for us to do. So that's it on the deadlifts. That's quite straight. So it is quite straight, but it's easy to kind of get carried away and not finish a rep off. So judges just watch for finishing reps. Athletes, if you get told to stand all the way up, just stand all the way up. Yeah. That time you've argued about it. I mean, to be fair, we haven't really had any arguments this year. People have been really good. Athletes and judges have been really good. So that's hopefully may that continue.
People may ask if we can do singles.
Ask if you can do singles?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can do singles. When it comes to grip as well, just on the grip, no gymnastic grips for a start. I had to stop people at the Arnold's trying to get the gymnastics grip. No gymnastics grip, but you are allowed a reverse grip. So if you want to like reverse your hands either way, so no gymnastic grips, no straps for the deadlift, but you can choose any grip that you want. You can go standard grip, but it can't be sumo, okay? It's still got to be a standard variant of the grip. So no sumo, arms need to be either side of the legs, but you can use a reverse grip. I would recommend 25 is quite a lot of volume. If you want to switch it round so that you're not blowing out your grip, then by all means, that's totally cool. Okay, so on deadlifts? Okay, so cleans next. So the cleans, it has stipulated power cleans, hasn't it? Ooh, I did read somewhere it was power cleans. I mean, I think most people will be power cleaning anyway. Oh no, any style of clean. So it's snatch that's power snatch, isn't it? Da, da, da. No, I'm sure I read power snatch. Ignore me. I mean, if you squat snatching this, I wouldn't. I know. So yes, okay. So you can power or squat. It would seem. So for the cleans, most people will probably power clean it anyway. The clean, the bar starts exactly the same as the deadlift position, and it finishes on the shoulders, elbows in front of the bar. Key thing: elbows in front of the bar. When people are moving fast, the tendency is not to get that final bit through. Can you just show us some quick movements, actually?
Quick good ones.
Do some quick shit ones. So the elbows are not coming through. I mean, his legs look good. He's kind of an extension, but the elbows aren't coming through. So just like elbows through. The cue there is just elbows through, elbows through. Yep. 1. Elbows through. Yep. 2. Can you like not stand all the way up as well? Stand all the way up. Yep, 1. No, all the way up. No good. Yep, 2. So they're just things to look for. Again, the weights for some, depending on whether you do RX or scale, but your weight might not be that heavy for that particular person, and they might want to try and cycle it quickly, which is fine. I mean, we're expecting to see a lot of singles, though, aren't we? Yes. Is that a tip, a hint? I don't know, but I would be expecting more people doing singles. Again, same rule applies. If you've got 5s on, don't drop the barbell. Boys and girls. I know the girls are going to have the snatches, so they're all, even at RX, they're going to be 5s, and that's going to be shit because you're not allowed to drop the barbell. But please do not drop the barbell. Boys, you do have the option to drop the barbell on the snatches, I guess, because there's 10 kilos on there. But yeah, I'd be doing singles as well. Anything else on clean? So just making sure, again, we're all the way up, elbows are through, and then we come back down. You can drop the barbell at the top. Make sure you're staying in your lanes though. We saw it on the thrusters last week a little bit actually. Don't just dash your barbell and then wander off. You know, there's people around you, your judges around you. If your barbell starts drifting to another lane, pull it back in. You know, we've given you big lanes again. So, you know, yeah, make sure. And judges, by all means, just say, like, you know, if it starts drifting over, starts going forward, it's like, bring your bar back. You know, don't intervene with it. Just say, bring your bar back. It's down for them to do it.
Don't show some quick ones like the fast ones, probably like the RX boys, where they kind of like popping off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing the, well, I suppose I'll be the judge, won't I? Yeah. Nope. All the way up. No, all the way up. Yep, good. All the way up. Yep, good. So they will try and move fast. If there's, whenever we're doing judging, if there's any doubt, it's doubt. It's no. If there's any doubt, it's no. Okay? If you think, look, it was close, it's a no. You need to be, the athlete needs to make it so that there's no room for doubt. Like, yep, that is a good rep. I can see that is a good rep. And only then make the call.
Yes,
okay?
those last night were bad.
Yeah, they were bad. We were watching them and there was a lot of bad reps. There was bad wall walks, there was bad barbell work. That's not how we roll. Okay. Cool. Snatch. I definitely read it was power snatch, but if I find somewhere where it says that it is power snatch, I mean, it's not on here, so I'm going to say that it's not, so we'll go by this. Maybe they put something up last night and I was like, oh, power snatch, but we can say any snatch unless we say otherwise.
Fine. Put it out.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if people are going to squat snatch these weights, either way, to be honest. Okay, so the snatch, again, barbell starts from the ground. However, for the girls in scaled, you're going to have the 2.5s on potentially. We could do the bigger wooden plates or the bigger black plates, but we've only got 3 sets of them. So, and I don't think we've got a lane that's got 6 girls in. We'll try and make it so that you don't have to go from shin. But if you are a scaled girl and you've got the little 2.5s on, you obviously don't need to go from the ground. You need to go anywhere below the knee. The standard says mid-shin to below the knee. So you've got it. So it's not obviously from a hang. It's got to be from the mid-shin position, where the bar would be if it was sat in deadlift. That's where the starting position for the snatch for you guys. Okay. So from the floor, snatch starts and finishes with a barbell overhead. Good. And again, all in extension. Nice. Good. Boys, you are allowed to drop your bar because you've got 43 on RX, but for scaled, you won't be able to drop the bar. So they were some good reps. Barbell needs to be fully overhead, arms at extension, legs at extension, etc., and in control. In control. Bad reps would be not locking out. Things with snatches we often see is the Saturday night special where you kind of finish here. We need to make sure, and again, it's normally the same thing. So these are no good again. Hips through. Yep. Oh, no. Yep. Hips through. Arms, arms. Yeah. See, that wouldn't count in like Olympic weightlifting because it's double bend and stuff. In CrossFit, that counts as long as they finish arms straight, legs straight, barbell is above the head, not out in front at 3 o'clock. That's how we finish the rep, and that's the snatches. Yeesh. And then obviously the row is the row. There's no rollover on the row either, so if you don't finish the workout in the 20-minute time cap and you're on the rower, the judge will take your row calories at the minute that we go time. So if it's like 42, that's it, it's 42. Don't call the judge back, oh no, it's 43 now. No, it's the time when it stops, and everyone will have the same rule, so there'll be no gaming for anybody. It's no sneaky tugs at the end as well to try and get those last few out. Likewise, actually, I didn't mention it on the first row. You can't leave the rower until your 50's there. Okay, so if you're on 49 and you tug it, you don't start getting out. You can't go anywhere until that's 50. Wait for the judge to go, yep, 50. Don't start wandering off, like, oh yeah, that'll get there. That'll be 50 in a sec. That will be. you need to wait until the 50 have been fully ticked off. I think that's it.
I think so.
Yeah, last one, best one. Obviously, they've made it super complicated. I know a lot of people are stressing about the wall walks as well. It is what it is. You know, I think most people should probably have a go at doing the RX, because I think it is better. I mean, I know it's scary being upside down and stuff, but you know, have a go at that time between the heats and just see if there's anywhere near getting at the wall. I know, I won't say their name in case they don't want to be known. They had a go this morning and actually found the RX easier. I mean, it's harder in terms of fatigue, and you know, doing a lot of them is harder, but actually the movement actually worked out much better. And if you do one RX wall walk, that's just going to score you so much better than smashing out at Scaled in sub 10 minutes. It is. So again, as we've reiterated, this is not your main workout of the week. This is not your main workout of the day. It's just purely your test for today, and your test alone, you versus you. I think that's everything.
Parking at the back.
Yeah, so do come and use all the parking. Don't park right outside the cafe and block everyone in. And yeah, you're welcome to stay around afterwards for a drink and stuff. But yeah, we'll need to be efficient again on the plate changes, because a 20-minute time cap, and a lot of people are probably going to be using the full time cap. There's not going to be everyone completing this workout within the time cap today. It's just not. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work to do in that time cap. So we are going to be taking it right up to the 20 minutes. So we need to make sure we start promptly. That was never an issue in the previous weeks. In fact, if anything, we were like, should we go a bit earlier? But please make sure that you're here in time, prompt, and that, you know, have a quick look that you've got the right weight on before you start, etc., etc. I think that's it.
So.
Cool. Right, God, 1:30. Right, we're going to cut there. We're going to have a bit of a tidy up, make sure that, and we're going to load this up onto YouTube, hopefully. And any questions, let us know. I'll post the link to the YouTube on Facebook, so put any questions in there, because we'll see it better. I'll get a notification that someone's asked a question. Just in case we have missed anything, again, the feedback from an iPad, you don't get any. So if we have missed something, I'm sure we may have, then yeah, just let us know and we'll try and answer all questions. Yes, we are still filming. That's Lindsay. But yeah, we're about done now. So yes, we'll see you all later.